Hey, welcome to WWE Wednesday. For most of you, you think that I might like WWE, whatever it is. Not so much, but I do like the figures. And this time, we got an interesting figure that I couldn't pass up. And he wasn't your regular $26 version of him. He was only like $11. So this is from the main event series. John Cena. It's series 148. That's a lot of series. Also in this series are obviously Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, and Caden Carter. I only know a few of these, but I'm not really into the wrestling like most of you who are watching this are. And so I do, again, think the figure is a very clever figure from his signature move, attitude adjustment. I think there was a joke, and I didn't see it firsthand, but can you see me? He was talking about people thinking he was invisible. I don't, you can comment in the comments. I don't really know. I don't watch it. I just remember one time I did a John Cena figure. It was the little crunchers, and somebody made that comment. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I have no idea. So let's get this out of the package. By the way, there's the, forgot to give that information in case you want to freeze the screen and get that. All right, so let's get it out of the package and take a look at this figure. So I had to keep something from rolling away. Well, thank you for not putting 1,000 little pegs in him to keep it from doing anything else. All right, so like all those little plastic handcuffs they put all over him. So he's made out of a clear figure, or clear plastic, translucent, at least that much, which makes me think over time this is going to become very brittle and just die. He's got brown hair, even though he doesn't have brown skin. It's just clear skin. Oh, that's just some creepy eye right there. Let me see if I can get the light to work with me and not against me. Let me zoom in a bit easier than... Boy, that is some creepy eye work right there. I was trying to take his hat off and his shirt off because it's got a softer poly pocket like plastic. The hat's got a softer poly pocket type plastic. And the shirt's not quite as soft, and it had a seam down the back, so I figured it's probably one of the shirts you can rip off of him, but not really. No, you can't. Not like I'm wanting to take the shirt off. I just wanted to see how much flexibility we have here. Now for this, we do have articulation in the shoulder. It goes up this far, actually this far. He doesn't have a bicep swivel, but he does have at the elbows 90 degrees, and it can swivel there to a certain degree. It's got a cut where the plastic is going almost 45 degrees down, so it can't go around like nobody can anyway. His wrist goes 360 degrees. It goes 90 degrees to the back and then 90 degrees to the front. So you can say talk to the hand if you can only see it. His head is clearly on some kind of a ball joint, but it's not got so much back and forth rocking, so it's probably not a barbell joint. It's probably just one single, well, it probably is a barbell, but it's probably a very stiff barbell. That's how a lot of these are made. There's like a female, and there's like a barbell between them. So this right here, what does it cover up? Let's see. Is there any articulation in his? Nope. I don't see, I don't feel, I don't sense any articulation like an ab crunch like you usually get with wrestling figures. But he is one of the lower price ones. One of the things that I saw and I noticed that I was like, wow, the lower price action figures from wrestling I've always avoided, even though some of them look much better. They had a T-crotch. They've gotten away from that and give them a ball crotch. So that's a very good thing. It's $2 more than what they used to be, but I'd rather have a ball crotch than a T-crotch any day of the week. So I like that. That's really good. He can go this far out. He can sit down at a full 90 degrees at his waist. And for his knees, they're a little stiff. So I'm going to be a little bit careful at first. Because number one, we're working on translucent plastics. All right, so they can't go a full 90 degrees. They can go this far, which would be what, 60 degrees? A little bit over 45 degrees. Very extremely stiff. Oh wait, he did 90 degrees on that leg. What is it? Okay, let me see if I can go a little bit farther with this leg. Or maybe he's just gonna have to kick it one way with one. It's not really 90 degrees, but it's close. It's close enough. I mean, if you're gonna have him sitting down, whatever. And it seems like it might go, but there's no give. So it's not like he's got a thigh swivel down here. If he does, it's incredibly tight. Like I said, his knees are extremely tight to begin with. he's got, you can clearly see his point of articulation down here. So while the legs, feet can do what no man should be able to do, they don't seem to have any other articulation. I'm afraid, again, to do too much with it. I know these are made for kids to probably smash all over the place, but I'm more careful than kids are. So it does this, but I don't sense it being able to do anything else. Well, there's extremely tight knees. I'm a little bit careful. All right, so let's take a look at the image on his chest, on his shirt, I should say. If you look at it really close, you can probably read the letters. You can't see me. You can't see me. It's all around it. You can't see me. And then I would suspect if his face wasn't seeable behind it, you would say you can't see me. Now, I'm pretty sure this actually was on the pegs in a different color too. This might be the Chase variant. I don't know how that works. I just saw, when I saw it, I thought that's too cool to pass up. So if there's a non-variant, I would like for you guys to tell me in the comments. That would be fantastic. It appears the hat is you, and a little slash with, I'm guessing his eye or somebody's eye, me. So I guess it's like you can't see me on that too. So if you know anything about the you can't see me thing, comment in the comments. I'd like to hear what your side of the story is, because I've been told, but I can't remember. We also have on his sweatbands, upside down, it's you can't see me, you can't see me, like his hat. That's on both of them. And he's got some false pockets in the back. And again, this seam is probably for other figures that do have their shirts that come off. Even if you could take his shirts off, you would have these right here. So I wonder, my curiosity is he invisible underneath that right there? Oh, you know, since I see red right there, I'm thinking the body is red. That's why they probably didn't want you to take the shirt off, which I don't know. If they put a shirt over it, why would they do that? That's my curiosity, because if they're going to paint, or his body's going to be red, why put an extra shirt on top of it? Does it help with the articulation? Because there's no ab crunch it's hiding. It's not really doing anything for the articulation. So I'm not sure why there's a Polly Pocket shirt on him. It seems like they could have saved a few pennies if they would have just not made this part and just painted this onto a red chest, because it seems like they have definitely made the red chest underneath. I don't know. I'm not a manufacturer. I don't know what the policies are. But everything else is pretty good. Again, his legs are extremely tight, and he does have bicep swivel right here. But let me try one more time to see if I can get this to swivel at all. I can't do it. If it can, let me try it with it straight. Maybe if it was bent. No, it seems like it is locked in place. Like it's not going to swivel, and I'm not going to break it to prove it. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you can see this figure on your screen. I think I'm going to go put it in my Wonder Woman Invisible Jet. Have a wonderful Wednesday.